Welcome to Roanoke County Business Partners. On today's show, we're visiting with Terry Kahn, the owner of Roanoke Neuromuscular and runner-up of Virginia's largest business competition, the Gauntlet. Terry will tell us more about how her company has grown in the community and where she sees it going in the future. We will then speak with Dr. Michael Friedlander, the Executive Director of Fralin Biomedical Research Institute at VTC, at the State of the Corridor, where we'll discuss upcoming plans for the Reimagine 419 project. Then we will meet with Beth Dowdy, the Executive Director of the Western Virginia Regional Industrial Facility Authority, to learn more about the future of development on Woodhaven Road.
Welcome to Roanoke County Business Partners. I'm Amanda Zach with the Roanoke County Economic Development Office, and I'm here with Dr. Terry Kahn, physical therapist and massage therapist and owner of the Roanoke Neuromuscular. Hi Terry, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you for coming.
So I'm here, I'm seeing all of your books and your little skeleton behind you. Can you tell me more about Roanoke Neuromuscular?
Sure. We offer both massage therapy and physical therapy. I'm licensed in both. But instead of saying I do massage therapy and I do physical therapy, I prefer to say I just do one thing, and that's help people overcome pain and help their bodies feel the best they can possibly feel. And for most people, massage does that, but it's not ordinary massage, it's neuromuscular therapy, which seeks out and finds the problem areas in the muscles and then brings the right techniques to bear to treat whatever's going on there. Some people, on the other hand, would benefit from dry needling, which is a portion of physical therapy, and for those people we switch to physical therapy so that we can do the dry needling.
So I understand that you won the Gauntlet. Can you tell us a little more about your experience with that and how it's played a role in your business today?
Sure. Well, I tied for second, so let's not elevate.
Just as cool.
But it was really great. It was validating for one thing. It told me that my message was becoming clear. That was one of the ways the Gauntlet helped me so much, was in clarifying my message. What my elevator pitch was at the beginning when I started the Gauntlet, it turns out people really didn't get what I was trying to convey, and we just kept refining it, and by the end, I was able to convey what I was trying to tell people, and placing high in the winnings told me that I was on the right track, and it has paid off very well in my practice.
Oh, I'm sure. So can you tell us a little bit about your business today and how it's grown since you've moved here?
Well, right now we're in a 2-room suite. I'm at the point where I'm ready to hire an assistant. There's no place to put her, so just this week I signed a lease. I'll be moving to a bigger space January 1st.
That's exciting. Where is the space?
Just around the corner.
Oh, awesome.
Cave Spring area.
Great. And can you tell us a little bit about how a patient would know that Roanoke Neuromuscular is a good fit for them?
Excellent question. I do a fairly thorough phone consultation with each person, with each new person, where I ask a series of questions, and based on their answers to their questions, I'll have a pretty good idea about how much I can help them. And for some people, I'll say, that sounds like it's a muscle issue, and we can get you quite a bit of relief, and maybe we can get you pain-free. If they have something such as arthritis, I'll tell them there's nothing I can do to cure the arthritis, but it sounds like you may have muscle issues going on as well. If we can clear the muscle component of the problem, you'll probably have more good days in a row. And then they decide if that's something they're interested in pursuing.
Wow, that sounds like you really cover a whole range of issues. So for those who are watching this and maybe just heard that and are thinking, wow, that sounds like a lot like me, how can they find out more about your business and maybe schedule an appointment?
Okay. The easiest way is to just go on my website. There's a contact me button. It'll send me a message, or you can just phone 540-725-1177. Until I get an assistant, you might hit my voicemail, but I'll return your call hopefully the same day.
Good to know. That sounds like something I need too. So
there you go.
Well, thank you so much for telling us more about this. I'm really excited for you.
My pleasure. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
Roanoke County's 419 Town Center unlocks new retail and residential investment opportunities. In-depth retail market analysis found opportunities for as much as 150,000 square feet of new retail and entertainment space. This is due to the fact that the surrounding community enjoys high incomes and a low cost of living, which means they have more disposable income. Couple this with one of the highest traffic counts in the region and a metropolitan statistical area of 318,582 people, and you have the formula for fantastic retail and entertainment investment opportunities. In addition, a comprehensive analysis of the area's residential market found a strong demand for rental housing in which the 419 Town Center area could absorb up to 1,000 units per year over the next 5 years. Interested developers, investors, and business owners can call Roanoke County Economic Development at 540-772-2069 with questions and details on the market study.
We're here today at the State of the Corridor meeting to talk about the 419 plan. With me today is Dr. Michael Friedlander. He is the Executive Director of the Fralin Biomedical Research Center at Virginia Tech Carilion. Thank you for joining us today, Dr. Friedlander.
My pleasure, Jill. It's great to be here.
So today we talked about the future of the 419 plan and what's happening at the Fralin Biomedical Research Institute. Tell our viewers about what's happening.
Well, there's a lot happening at the Fralin Biomedical Research Institute. In a nutshell, we're growing, and we're growing at a very rapid rate. We're making some tremendous discoveries on treating heart disease, brain disorders, cancer, obesity, some of the most pressing problems for the health not only of our community here in the Roanoke area, but all over the world. So our investigators are doing research in these areas, making new discoveries, and in many cases, taking these discoveries to the market by starting new companies in the areas as well. This involves not only our faculty researchers, but their staff and the students from Virginia Tech, undergraduate students, graduate students, medical students. So it's an entire ecosystem of research and discovery. And we're at a very exciting point in our history now. We've pretty much filled up the building at the Fralin Biomedical Research Institute, but fortunately, the state, Virginia Tech, and Carilion Clinic have come together and supported a brand new building that will be opening this spring, May or June of 2020, where we'll be more than doubling the research enterprise at the Fralin Biomedical Research Institute.
Wow, that's exciting news for the community in the region. Tell us about the research dollars that you're attracting to the community.
We compete for what are called research grants from a variety of sources. The biggest one by far are federal agencies such as the National Institutes of Health. At the moment, we have over $125 million in active grant awards to support the research at the Institute. This money goes into the laboratories, and it's new money that comes into the state and into the city from other sources, primarily from federal agencies, but also from private companies and foundations. And then that is used to carry out the research, largely to pay the salaries of the folks involved with doing the research. And that goes all the way from the research team leaders to the technical staff, the administrative staff. A lot of people go into making this whole enterprise work. And so each senior investigator runs the equivalent of a small business out of the research institute. And then those dollars, of course, flow back into the community through the individual workers who invest them and spend those dollars for the usual things that people living in the community do. So we're very excited to see that we've already had over a $500 million economic impact on the community from the research enterprise at the Institute.
The work that you're doing is phenomenal. You're attracting researchers, you're attracting faculty, you're attracting new student and talent base here in the community. The long-term impact of that is expected to be significant. Can you talk a little bit about the expectation and the growth here in the community?
Yeah, we certainly are growing at a very rapid rate. The growth will occur at least for a period of the next 5 to 10 years. That is pretty much planned already and wired in, so that's happening. What will happen beyond that, only the future really will tell us, but that growth will be significant. That'll include not only bringing in lots of new people from around the United States and literally around the world to make this their home and do the research here, but then those individuals hiring many people to work on the research enterprise, many of whom are people who already live here in Southwest Virginia. So I like to make sure people don't understand, although we recruit people from all over the country to come here and work, by far the largest number of employees we have are people who were living here anyway, at least in the region, in Roanoke and Roanoke County and in Blacksburg, et cetera, who come to work on a number of projects at the administrative, the technical, support, research level, et cetera. So we really see this as changing not only the economic landscape of the community, but in fact the cultural landscape of the community. We recruit a very diverse group of individuals from various backgrounds and interests and so forth. They have all kinds of interests in culture and entertainment, in recreation, in being involved with the community. We think we're really contributing to the mix of what makes this place such a wonderful
You
place to live.
absolutely are, and your work is meaningful. It's impactful, not only to the community but to society, and we appreciate all that you're doing, all of your leadership, and we want to engage with you in the 419 plan implementation, and we believe that this corridor is going to be the future of our region in connectivity to the Fralin Biomedical Research Institute and the Carilion Health Sciences campus. So we thank you for your commitment, your leadership and vision to helping us make that work.
Oh, you're very welcome, and thank you. And we couldn't do this if we didn't have the support and the partnership of the entire community, including the things I heard about here today about the growth of the 419 corridor. That is absolutely essential for our success. This is a partnership. We'll do it together.
Absolutely. Thank you again.
You're very welcome.
Together, Roanoke County and the City of Roanoke are reimagining the Oak Grove Center as a premier destination for dining, shopping, and entertainment. With improved access to parks, shops, restaurants, and amenities, this community along the 419 corridor is poised to be a bustling center for business development opportunities. Between Kagi Village, Oak Grove Plaza, and Southwest Plaza, there are over 80 commercial and residential properties in an area that spans approximately 173 acres in size. The surrounding community enjoys high incomes and low cost of living, which means they have more disposable income and have shown great interest in increased access to nearby retail and entertainment options. Interested developers, investors, and businesses can call Roanoke County Economic Development at 540-772-2069 with questions and details on the Oak Grove area market demand.
I'm here with Beth Dowdy, Executive Director of the Western Virginia Regional Industrial Facilities Authority. Hi Beth, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thanks for having me.
So we're here at the Woodhaven Technology Park. Can you tell us a little bit about the background of it and what's been really happening to date?
Sure. Well, it goes all the way back to 2012 when it was determined that as a region we were lacking large industrial sites. And by large I only mean 100 acres. There's certainly examples of much larger sites around the country. So what happened was that brought together all the local governments that formed the Western Virginia Regional Industrial Facility Authority. And then 3 of those governments came together, the City of Roanoke, the City of Salem, and of course Roanoke County, to purchase the kind of the #1 ranked site, which is this Woodhaven property. And since then, from all the way from 2012 to 2019, now we've gone through acquisition, we've gone through rezoning, and now we're looking at putting in the infrastructure improvements that will make this site ready for market.
Wow, that's really interesting. Can you tell us about what kind of businesses will be attracted to this park and if you have any companies that are already interested in this property?
The property is zoned as a planned technology district. That allows for research and development operations, it allows for offices, and it allows for manufacturing. There really isn't any interest in the property yet because it's just too soon. We've got at least another year and a half of those infrastructure improvements before the property becomes market ready. And in the economic development business these days, companies are looking for sites that are ready to go and aren't going to wait around while those improvements are made.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, it does look like you guys are doing some work on this. Can you tell us what's happening currently?
Sure. We're now in the midst of utility water and sewer extension to the site. In the next year, we'll be doing entrance road construction. We'll be demolishing some abandoned structures, and then we'll start on some work, some clearing and grading to create a pad, a building pad. And that's going to take us about a year and a half.
Okay, so you guys got a lot going on.
We do.
Can you tell us what the next few months look like as this property is made to be market ready?
Well, there will be some construction, and we're taking every step to make sure that we keep the neighborhood informed of what's going on. So we have a Facebook page for the Western Virginia Regional Industrial Facility Authority.
Okay.
We have a website, WVRIFA.org, the initials of the Western Virginia Regional Industrial Facility Authority. We've done mailings, we've had community meetings, we've had one-on-one conversations, and then we also have a hotline set up.
Wow, you guys are very prepared. How can people find out more about this project and the future of it?
Well, see, I would encourage them to follow the Facebook page. We'll continue to update that with information on what's going on.
Okay, great. Wow, well, I'm really excited for this endeavor for you guys.
Yeah, this is really much needed for us to have a market-ready portfolio of industrial sites for the region. And whatever happens, whether it happens here or it happens in another locality, this benefits the entire region. People work in one locality and live in another. There are no jurisdictional boundaries to how the economy works. So this project, when it is fully built out, will be a benefit to the entire region.
That's so exciting. Well, thank you so much for being here with me today, Beth. I really appreciate all the insight into this project.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate the opportunity to keep people informed about what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us for Roanoke County Business Partners. If you have any questions about this show, want to start a business, or need business assistance, please contact the Roanoke County Economic Development Office at 540-772-2124 or email Jill Loop at jloop@roanokecountyva.gov, or you can always visit our website at yesroanoke.org.